Hello folks, I am sure all of you are having a very good life, enjoying your life. After listening to all my videos, I know you have taken a lot of decisions to achieve liberation or enlightenment. So we are all moving towards that, and so you might have taken a lot of good decisions. Try to implement. It's not enough if you simply listen to the videos. Kindly make a note of all the important points and try to implement all those things at the earliest. Okay, that is what will help us to march forward. Okay, you see, in the last few days, we have been listening a lot about karma. So, in the last video, we have also seen how to settle the karmic accounts. Up to that, we have seen. Okay. So, in this context, I thought I will make a book review of a book titled Karma, written by Sadhguru himself. Okay. So, if you can, you just buy the book, you read and try to understand it. If you cannot, just leave it. Okay, I am here to give you the review of many books like this. So, when the related topics come, I will do the necessary book reviews also side by side. Okay, so see this karma, the book on karma written by Sadhguru, it is written in 3 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. First part has 5 chapters, second part has 4 chapters, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the third part has some karmic conversations. Okay, so some more added points on karma. So in this book, Sadhguru has made an attempt to bring out the best on the concept of karma. We have already studied a lot about the positive karma, negative karma, and we have also talked about the law of karma, which is common to all in the world, whether it is an emperor or a beggar. The law of karma operates in the same way, and the karma is not a punishment, karma is not a reward. Okay, don't think of this as a punishment or reward given by somebody at a higher level. Nobody is there on top to give us the punishment or the reward. It is all our own destiny we are making. Okay, that's why we also saw one video where you can carve your own life. You are the creator of the life, of your own life. Not creator of the life, creator of your own life. So the title was also like, do you want to become a Brahma? Isn't it? We have the concept that Brahma has created all of us. So if you want to craft your own life from this moment onwards, then you can craft it. How? Just based on one thing, that is by doing positive and negative karma. If you want to be happy, if you want to lead a happy life, then you do more of positive karma. And if you do more of negative karma, then you will have to face the consequences. Whether it is positive or negative, we will have to face the consequences. Because the karma, what we make or what we do, it follows us like our own shadow. Okay, there is no escapism from this. Okay, so these are all some of the underlying points in Sadhguru's book, and we have also seen the same earlier also. Okay, now let me start with chapter 1 of part 1. Here, Sadhguru starts explaining about karma with a story. So the book is starting with the story. And you know, see, you might have heard about Akbar and Birbal. Then Tenali Raman. See, in every Raja's courtyard, there will be a minister who can suggest the best things to the king, Raja. Okay, see, like that, when Sadhguru explains many important topics, he tells us a lot of stories. And one of the heroes, there is one hero only, and the name of Sadhguru's hero in his stories is Shankaran Pillai. So, he depicts Shankaran Pillai as per the nature of the story. He is depicted as a very learned man, he is depicted as a drunkard, he is depicted as a stupid, he is depicted as a very loving husband, he is depicted as a useless husband, as per the situation. Okay, so he has created a hero by the name Shankaran Pillai. So the book starts with the story on Shankaran Pillai. See, what happens is, I will just briefly tell you the story. Shankaran Pillai is a newly married man. Okay, he wanted to impress his wife. Okay, so he took some loan. He took some 40 lakhs loan and he purchased a big boat. And he took his wife in that, and they were traveling and they were going in the boat. By mistake, somehow, the boat hit at some iceberg or something, and the boat got damaged irrevocably. So these two had to jump out of the boat, and they swam and struggled, and somehow they reached the beach. Okay, but in the beach, there was no sign of any human habitat. No human face at all. Then Shankaran Pillai's wife got really scared, and she was much worried that the boat got broken and they were forced to stay here like that. And not having any human around them, it gave her a lot of fear. So she started complaining to Shankaran Pillai, "What is this? You have brought me to such a place where I can't see a human face. There is no human habitation at all here. How can we escape from this place? How can we go back to our own place?" Then Shankaran Pillai sat on the beach and he started meditating. This made the wife more wild. She became very angry. Then Shankaran Pillai said, "Don't worry, we will escape from this place. Somebody will come in search of us, and along with them we can leave this place. We can escape from this place." Then she asked, "How can you be so sure of that? I don't see any human. Then from where the people are going to come and help us?" Then Shankaran Pillai said, "See, earlier I was in United States, and United States, USA, means it's a combination of many states." Then Shankaran Pillai said, "I was in Miami." See, I am not directly translating word by word. Okay, I am just telling you the gist of it, and what is important for us is to understand the essence of what Sadhguru wants to convey us through his story. Okay, then so Shankaran Pillai was telling his wife, "You see, once upon a time I was in Miami. I borrowed 5 lakhs from the bank. I spent it. By the time I spent everything, the bank people came. To escape from them, I went to California. There from the bank, I took 10 lakhs. By the time these people, Miami people, came to California, then I paid them 5 lakhs, settled the account, and I spent another 5 lakhs for me. When all the money got over, I went to some other state. There I borrowed 15 lakhs. By the time the California people followed me and caught me there. Like that, this boat I purchased for 40 lakhs. So I have taken a loan of 40 lakhs. And now the boat is also damaged. So now I am sure that the people who gave us the 40 lakhs loan is going to come in search of us, and definitely they will come here, they will find out us. So don't worry." So this is the answer. So what Sadhguru wants us to understand, or what he is conveying to us is, whatever you do, from wherever you take the loan, people will find out. Wherever you try to hide, it is not possible to hide for a long time. People will come in search of you, they will catch you. So what does it mean? Whatever you do, the positive and negative karma, it will follow you like your shadow. And so there is no escapism from this. You see, what a beautiful way of expressing the concrete concept that whatever you do, you will have to face the consequences. You will reap the harvest accordingly. If you do more good karma, your life will be good. If you do more bad karma, you will have to suffer. Okay, it is not that somebody like God, Lord Shiva or Brahma is sitting on top and giving us punishments and rewards. So there is no point in saying that God is impartial, God is partial. Okay, see this, there is no question of any partiality, because there is nobody else involved in our karma. If I do good karma, I will reap the harvest accordingly. If I do bad karma, I will have to reap the harvest accordingly. So it is neither the punishment nor the reward. Okay, it is just the consequence of what we have done. Okay, so this is what Sadhguru wants us to understand. Then again, there is a second story. In the first chapter itself, there is a second story. You might have heard about Pope. Isn't it? For all Christians, Pope is the highest level. Whatever he says, all the churches and following the churches, people will follow. Okay, there is no appeal to what Pope says. So he is the highest authority in Christianity. Okay, and so in Rome there is a Vatican City, a small city where there is a church, and in that only Pope resides. And once Pope got an official engagement. That is, there are many states in the USA, no? In every state he has got some political meeting, some official engagement is there. So officially Pope is being brought to US. So in US you don't have to think twice. They chose the most luxurious car. And they sent to Pope to bring him to America. So Pope was sitting in the back seat, and a driver was driving the luxury car. And that car, see, it is stretchable. Once you extend it, you get all facilities in that. Okay, we have heard about it. We have heard in stories about all these things. That everything you get it in the same car. Okay, so like that, Pope was very happy to travel in such a car. See, compared to an ordinary car, if you travel by a sedan car like BMW or Audi or some other more sophisticated cars, you when you go in the highway at say 150 or 200, you feel like floating. There is a sense of as if you feel that you are floating in the air. So fast it goes. And see, the shock absorbing system is so good that you don't feel the small jerks. Okay, so like that, the Pope was also enjoying the car. Then he got an idea, how about me driving and seeing how it is, how nice. I want to get the feeling. So he tapped at the shoulder of the driver. He said, I want to drive the car. Let me see. See, there is no appeal to what Pope says. The driver cannot talk back, saying that it is my duty, it is my responsibility to take you there, so you be at the back seat. I will only drive. He cannot say. He cannot dream of saying such a thing. So he said, okay. Then he went and sat in the back seat. The Pope came, sat in the driver's seat and he started driving. No, he was enjoying the luxury car to that extent that the speed, he increased the speed. The speed became more and more. Then when he crossed the speed limit, naturally a police stopped his car. Then the police looked at the people inside. The Pope was sitting in the driver's seat. Another man was sitting at the back seat. He couldn't identify who is sitting at the back seat, who is sitting in the car. He must be such a great man that he is having the Pope as his driver. Then what a great personality he must be. The policeman got confused. He had no clue as to who is sitting in the car. So he called his top official and he said, I got a nice prey this time, like a big fish, like a big shark in the net. I got a good prey this time. Who is that? He is asking. Then is he the MLA? Is he the MP? Is he the chief minister? Is he the prime minister? For everything he says, no, I have no clue. Then the official got annoyed. Do you mean to say that you have caught the president of America for overspeeding? What do you mean? Then the policeman said, sir, I do not know. I have no clue who is inside the car. He must be a very, very, very high official to have Pope as his driver. I have no clue. Like that the story goes. So here, what we have to say, what we have to take, or what Sadhguru wants us to understand is, all of us are driving our life. All of us are running our life. All of us are conducting our life like a car, but we do not know which seat to occupy. See, if it is our own life, now we have to be in the driver's seat. If you are not sitting in the driver's seat and driving the car of your life, then it is useless. If somebody else is sitting and driving your car of life, then you will be behaving as per the driver's orders or driver's ideas. Then where is the question of you living your own life? What Sadhguru says is, see, you have to know how to conduct yourself, how to conduct your life. That means how much of positive karma you should do, how much of negative karma you should do. That is, it is not the negative karmas you should do, you are doing. How well you are conducting yourself, how well you are leading your life in this lifetime, you should know. If you ask somebody else to conduct your life, then it will be according to his likes and dislikes, not your own life. But you have to lead, you have to live your life. Only then you can decide how much of positive and negative karmas you are committing. Because your future is going to depend upon the karmas you do. So all the karmas will follow you like a shadow, and that will decide. So you have to meet the consequences, whether you do positive or negative. So already in the past lifetimes, we have accumulated a lot of positive and negative karmas, and that is what is hanging in the form of sanchita karma. We do not know how heavy it is. Anyway, past is past. At least from this moment onwards, you should know how to lead your life, how to talk, how to behave. Everything, that is what I said already about mindfulness, awareness. So live in the moment, live in the present moment. That should be your motto. Because if you live in the present moment with 100% awareness, if you are living, then you will never do negative karma. You will do only positive. So that is what Sadhguru wants us to understand. So Shankaran Pillai's story, second story is about Pope. Then the third point what Sadhguru says is, say about the layers of our life, our body. I have already told in one of the videos, see, I told all these things earlier because I know in future I will be referring to this sort of things very often. So in one video I had told you about the 5 layers, like the layers of the, like you peel out the layers of the onion, big onion. Okay, even small onion has the same structure. Okay, it is easier to see when you peel layer by layer in a big onion, isn't it? Okay, so like that, what Sadhguru wants us to understand is, see, out of the 5 layers, I also told you, see, what are the 5 layers? Let us revise quickly. The physical body, the mental body, and the astral body. Astral body is the energy body. Energy body or the pranic body. And the 4th layer is the, so the 3 layers are Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, and the Pranamaya Kosha. Kosha is layer. And the 4th kosha is Vijnanamaya kosha. And the 5th kosha is blissful body or the Anandamaya kosha. So these 5 layers we have learnt earlier. And out of this I also told you that we will means what? Like us, the normal people, the average people. I am not comparing ourselves with Mahans, with great men like Jesus, Lord Krishna, Mahavatar Babaji, like that. They are all at a higher level. Okay, we are in the normal level. Okay, we are leading a materialistic life, but in this mundane life itself, we want to achieve something in spirituality, and so we are striving. We have just started striving. Okay, so in this endeavor, now if you want to do more and more good things, only then you will be uplifted from the man's quality into God's quality. Okay, so we have to do more and more, and every minute, every moment, we should lead our life normally, properly, correctly. Okay, so that is what Sadhguru wants to say. And coming to the 5 layers, so now also we have never ever come near to the Vijnanamaya kosha or Anandamaya kosha. Okay, so keep those 2 layers apart. When we reach that level, we don't need any video like this. We don't need any reading of books. We realize everything. Okay, we don't need any external help. So that's why I said we have not reached anywhere near that. We are just playing with the physical body, mental body, and the astral body, or the energy body, or the pranic body. All the 3 words refer to the same layer. Okay, and what Sadhguru says is the karma is operating in the first 3 layers only. Okay, and Sadhguru is always talking about, in the yogi culture, he says energy layer, energy body is the most important thing. And he also says that, so if a person is elevating himself to the level of Vijnanamaya kosha, in the 4th level itself, when you come, this karma doesn't operate anymore on you. You shed all the karma. That's why I said we have never reached the Vijnanamaya kosha. We are still in the karmic loop. Okay. And after Vijnanamaya kosha, if you are in the blissful body, Anandamaya kosha, then nothing matters. Okay. So, in the physical body, karma shows the consequences. In the mental body, karma shows the consequences. In the astral body or in the pranic body also, the karma shows its consequences. So the three layers, these are the three layers which are affected by our own karma. Okay, that's what he says. Okay, and he has already, I already told you about the 4 types of mind. The mind itself has 4 different dimensions. One is manas, then buddhi, chitta and ahankar. These 4 layers are also explained very clearly. These 4 areas of the mind are also explained very clearly by Sadhguru himself. Long back I listened to him. Okay, so based on his ideas only, I told you about the 4 types. Okay, now, so what he says is, see, in the past, how many lifetimes we have taken, we don't know. How did we live, we don't know. How much of Sanchita karma got accumulated, we don't know. But we carry the effect of all those things. See, so we say that we resemble our parents. Some say we resemble our aunts, uncles, like that. We say, some people will say that a person resembles his grandfather, exact ditto of his grandmother. Of course, it is true. It should be only like that, isn't it? We inherit our qualities from the parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, forefathers, and so on. It is the lineage. We are the descendants of some lineage, isn't it? So, we are having a lot of Sanchita karma. And then prarabdha karma. And then we are committing karma in this lifetime, which is known as agamiya karma. Isn't it? So, our life itself is a play of all the 3 karmas. Okay, so in that, so what we see, what we hear, what we experience, that is what is going into our subconscious level. Every day we are dumping so much into the subconscious level, and this is what is coming out. What you put, the input, is coming out as output. You understand? So, the next point what Sadhguru wants us to understand is, you should be very careful about the people with whom you are living, the people with whom you are having friendship. Because, see, you constantly listen to somebody, you constantly see somebody behaving in a particular way. Then, slowly, it gets deposited, and so our behavioral patterns also keep changing. And when we behave in a particular way for quite some time, then it becomes our personality. It becomes our habit. You know, you might have seen some people always having a smile on their face. You know, some people are very serious. You don't feel like talking to them. You don't feel like going near them. They are unapproachable because of their body language. And the body language is being expressed based on the input they have taken inside. Isn't it? You know, some are very calm. Some are always in the agitated state. Some are always getting angry. Some are getting irritated. Some are having superiority complex. Some are having inferiority complex. Now, all these things are coming out in this lifetime, and it is all based on the imprints, karmic imprints we have accumulated over the past lifetime. That's what he says. Okay, and here Sadhguru goes on explaining these karmic imprints in the form of a particular term called Vasana. Actually, this term Vasana, it means smell, but it is a Sanskrit word. But the Sanskrit words, see, like karma, maya, vasana, these are all words which are commonly using in our day-to-day life. Okay, but everything has some concrete meaning. Now, let us touch upon this vasana. So, what do you mean by vasana? What I have said so far, that is, whatever we have inherited from our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, ancestors, That is all there. We are carrying it in our DNA. We are carrying it in the gene. So, we will be expressing it only as per what we carry in our gene. And these expressions, what we carry inside, they are called different Vasanas. And so, we attract, as per our Vasana, we attract people having the same frequency. See, you take a jasmine flower, it blooms in the night and it is giving out a good scent, smell. And daytime also, different flowers bloom and they give out different fragrances. Attracted by the fragrance only, the bees come to the flowers. And then they suck the nectar and they they bring about pollination. All those things are different stories. But just as a flower emanating its own fragrance, we behave in a particular pattern based on the karmic inputs, karmic imprints. And these karmic imprints are called Vasanas. Okay, so already we are having a lot of specific Vasanas. And in this Janma, so we have to be extra careful. Now that we are going towards attaining Mukti, now that we have decided to be careful about our positive and negative karmas, now we have to be very careful about our behavior. See, just because we have inherited some wrong Vasanas, we cannot say that I inherited it from my parents and so it is not going to bother me. No, we do inherit. But that is why God has given us the sixth sense to discern what is right and what is wrong. So, we have to lead our life sitting in our car's driver's seat. And every minute we have to live consciously. Every minute we have to live mindfully. That is why I said, when you live mindfully, when you have 100% awareness, then we will not be affected by the karma. Why? Because we will not make negative karmas. Because every second you are aware of how to talk, what to think, how to act. When you do all these things consciously, 100% consciously, when you live in the moment, then you do something. It is not that you don't do any action, but all your actions will be perfect. That's why in my earlier video I said that people who are leading a mindful life, people who are leading 100% awareness life, or people who are living in the present moment are not affected by karma. In the sense, they don't commit negative karmas. And so they don't suffer. Okay, so like this, SADHGURU goes on explaining about the karma, different types and other things. Let us see the rest of the first chapter itself in another video. Okay, maybe after that, I will continue with the second chapter. Okay, let me try to finish it in 3 or 4 videos, but I have no clue as to how long it is going to take. But let it take any number of videos. What bothers us? See, we are accumulating so much of information, knowledge. That is what is important. And this is what is going to guide us about our future life. So, if you want to be the creator of your own life, then we should know all these things. So, I am sure you will travel with me. Let us travel together. Let us understand each and every aspect of what I am telling in each of my videos, and let us start implementing those good things in our life. Okay? May God bless you.